How long have you been telling yourself that you're going to start that YouTube channel? 6 months, a year, 3 years, maybe 5 years? I bet the main reason you haven't started yet isn't because you don't have ideas or equipment or your niche. It's because YouTube feels too complicated and technical. Well, I'm about to prove you wrong. Starting a YouTube channel and uploading your first video is actually incredibly straightforward once someone shows you exactly what to do. And today I'm going to be walking you through everything step by step. And I promise you, this is way easier than you think. However, there are some things you can mess up when it comes to setting your channel up as well as uploading videos. So I'm gonna make sure that you don't do those things to give you the highest chance of success. So let's stop putting it off and let's get your channel launched today. And if you appreciate me making this type of video, let me know by gently tapping that like button and let's jump into it right now. All right, so we're gonna be hopping on the computer right now. So first go to youtube.com. I'm on incognito because this will be a fresh start, exactly what you'd see when starting on YouTube. Now, if you don't have an account yet, click the sign in button at the top right, then sign in. And I'm going to sign in right now. So go to create account, and then for my work or for business is fine to get a Gmail address. And once you complete that, go to YouTube and start creating a channel. So let's go to YouTube with my second channel. When you first open YouTube with your new Google account, go to the top right. It'll usually show an initial of your name. So for me, it'll be the letter S. Click on that and you'll see view your channel here. And for a new channel, it'll say create a channel or create your channel. Now go ahead and fill out the details like the name and the handle for Shane Hummus. The name is Shane Hummus and the handle is @ShaneHummus, for instance, for my channel. And that's what the link will look like when you share the channel with someone else. Now, once you do that, go to your channel dashboard. You can click on your videos or click your profile picture and go to YouTube Studio. And let me walk you through YouTube Studio since it can be intimidating if you're new to YouTube, but it's actually very simple. So the dashboard is your channel overview, and you basically get the latest video performance, current subscriber count, top videos for the last 48 hours, some ideas, which I usually ignore because no offense to YouTube, but the ideas usually are not that good. And of course, news, which I also usually ignore. So that's your dashboard. Which is the overview of your channel. Now, your content shows all your videos that have been released on YouTube or are scheduled, and I'll go over this quickly after covering YouTube Studio. You can see that I have my videos here, all public. Analytics is where you see your analytics, views, watch time, subscribers, estimated revenue. And I don't make much on this channel because I don't monetize with just AdSense. This channel is designed for a B2B or sophisticated audience. So typically business owners watch me on this channel, CEOs, and there's not that many out there. So if I get 11,000 views from CEOs, that's actually really good. And I monetize in other ways on this channel by selling high ticket products and services. But there's a lot of different types of channels out there. A lot of my clients have a ton of success with more of a mass market channel that gets millions of views, and then they sell lower ticket products and services. So yeah, I don't make much from this channel because one, it's a channel with 6,000 subscribers. Two, I don't optimize for views, I optimize for revenue. And three, I monetize beyond AdSense. So when I first launched this channel, I actually made $30,000 in the first month. And since then, I kind of have not really paid much attention to the channel, but I think I'm gonna kind of revive it pretty soon because I have a really interesting project that I have planned for it. But you can see that I got about 11,000 views in the last 28 days, 813 hours of watch time, 494 subscribers, and $141 in estimated revenue. And when you go to content, you see views, impressions, click-through rate, average view duration, and these are stats for your videos. And the overview shows overall performance, while this focuses on individual video performance. So the audience tab focuses on what kind of people are viewing your videos. So you can see that we have about a 6.9K audience. And again, this is a channel with 6,000 subscribers, so it is relatively small. And we also got almost 500 subscribers this last month, which is great. And when you scroll down, you see useful stats like audience by watch behavior, new viewers, 86%, casual viewers, 10%, regular viewers, 2.7%. What's popular with viewers, videos growing your audience, when your viewers are on YouTube, formats your viewers watch, videos because I only post long form, device type. On my second channel, it's usually mobile phone, but on my first channel, it's actually TV, which is very interesting to know. Subscribe versus non-subscribed watch time, and top audiences from United States, mostly male, 25 to 34 years old. Now, by the way, if you're struggling to make money with YouTube, you're struggling to get views, maybe you're like, Shane, this video is great, but I'm still confused about my niche or what type of video ideas to make, then you need to join us this Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm hosting a free one-time only YouTube workshop. All right, quick break. This Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm hosting a free live workshop called Make Money with YouTube in 2025. If you've been struggling to find your YouTube niche, or you don't want to spend months or even years building a channel around something that isn't profitable or just doesn't work for you in general, then this workshop is for you. Because for everyone who shows up live, I'll be giving away the Niche Validator 2.5. This is the most advanced version of my GPT-powered niche validation tool yet, and it's designed to help you instantly test and uncover profitable YouTube niches before you invest your time, money, and effort into the wrong one. And it's the most refined, data-driven version so far, and I'll be giving it away completely free, but only during this live workshop. So attend the free live workshop by clicking that link down the description and the pinned comment below to grab it. You'll also be able to ask me questions live, so I look forward to meeting you. Oh, and just a heads up, this will be probably one of the last times I'll be giving away a version of the Niche Validator for free, so make sure you click that link and show up to the workshop. Make sure you put it in your calendar, and I look forward to seeing you there. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Now, next is revenue. And you can see here, it's not that much. I think on my better days, I made like $8 or something. But when I first started this channel, the goal was to make $30,000 a month. And I wanted to prove to people that you could actually make money, even though you have a channel that's not getting that much views and it doesn't have that many subscribers. And that's exactly what I did. And my goal was actually to make $10,000 a month. So I exceeded that goal by 3 times. Now, there's not much in estimated revenue, except you can see the revenue per 1,000 views, which is about $12 for this niche, which is typical. I'm not getting a lot of views. I'm not putting a lot of ads on my content. I'm sure I could make a lot more than that, but I am getting targeted views, and that's what matters. Still to this day, even though I put almost zero effort into this channel, we're making tens of thousands of dollars a month from the leads that come from this channel. All right, so next is trends, and the trends tab has video ideas that you can look up. Now, this is pretty good. You know, you can see my main channel is popping up here, which is kind of funny, and it shows that, you know, sometimes it gives you some decent ideas, but AI, artificial intelligence, is never going to be as good as actual intelligence, the other AI, which is what I like to teach people how to do. Not to say you shouldn't use AI. You know, artificial intelligence is a great tool, but nothing beats actual intelligence. Next is the community tab. So this shows comments, viewer posts, and mentions. And the cool thing is you can see all comments that you haven't replied to yet. And you can hit reply. And with the vidIQ extension installed, you can actually generate replies. So you can click generate reply, and it creates an AI generated comment that's human enough. And if you have a small channel getting lots of comments, you can use this feature, or you can just reply on your own, of course. Not much here. This is more for captioning. And if you make music on YouTube and upload your music, you'll see if someone uses your music, and you can decide if they have a license or are good to use it or not, or just copyright in general. Then you have the earn tab, and this is the monetization section. And if you're starting a new channel, this won't look the same. And I'm blurring out the YouTube partner program options like AdSense ID, of course, because, you know, this is sensitive information. You don't want other people to know that. And this will look different for you because if your channel isn't monetized yet, it won't look exactly like this. And if you hit monetization requirements, there's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And when you go to earn, you'll be able to apply for monetization with a button. So this one is simple. Banner image is what you see at the top of your channel, and profile picture is the circular image. Biggest thing about the profile picture is just make sure that it stands out, make sure that your face is very clear and easy to see. And then with the banner, I always like to tell people to put whatever your channel is about here. And the easiest thing to do, especially when you first start the channel, is I help X do Y, right? Who is your audience? Who is your market? I help X. Maybe it's accountants, for instance. I help accountants get high-paying jobs, right? Something like that. Whatever you help people do, put that in your channel banner, right? That should be one of the absolute first things they see when they go to your channel. This is how you tell people what makes you unique. So you want to be able to tell them immediately what makes you and your channel unique. And I see a lot of people messing up on this. You can use Canva easily to make these. You could also just hire somebody on Fiverr. And you can change your channel here as well. So for instance, you see Shane Hummus Content Growth Engine, and the handle is @ShaneHummus Content Growth Engine. And the handle is kind of like the identifier for your channel. And I have my description here. I help coaches, consultants, agency owners, et cetera, et cetera. Again, this is where you can tell people what makes you unique, right? The worst thing you can do, and I see this all the time, is just putting something random like, I like helping people with their health. You can't do that. You have to be more specific than that and tell them what makes you different from the other 3 million health channels out there. And again, this is something that I'll help you figure out if you haven't figured it out already, if you attend the Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live training down in the description in the pinned comment below, because that is absolutely key. Now for contact info, very important. If you put your email here, make sure it's an email you're okay with the public seeing, right? Don't use your personal or business email if you're not okay with the public seeing that, because I get spam comments, I get phishing comments, I get, you know, all kinds of things like that every single day from the email that I make publicly available, right? So you really need to be aware of what email you put there. And a lot of the time people only have that email available for business inquiries. And anytime someone sends you a link or something you can click on or a download or anything like that to that publicly available email, do not click on it, okay? or be very careful if you're gonna click on it. Now for links, I put my content growth engine link there. And then there's creator music, right? I'd ignore this. On YouTube, you don't need background music for video editing. You might think your voice is boring, but you don't need music. So I'd ignore this completely unless of course you are a channel that creates music. So settings, let's look at the settings. So general, set currency to US dollar if you're in the US, or your country's currency is if elsewhere. And then put your country of residence. And for keywords, use vidIQ to generate the keywords that you want. vidIQ is a great tool. I don't think I'm currently affiliated with them. I might have an affiliate link for them, but I've been recommending them for years. So you're welcome, vidIQ, but you know, they're awesome. Now, this is very important. Do you want to set your channel as made for kids? 99% of the time, I set it as not made for kids. So unless you have a channel like Cocomelon or Blippi, or, you know, I think that one Rachel lady's channel, I forgot her name, but she does like music for kids. Unless you're a channel that is specifically designed to be viewed by kids, like designed only to be viewed by kids, then do not set your content as made for kids. That's a terrible idea, and your channel will not get views if you do that, because YouTube and the AI is going to scrutinize your channel 10 times harder if you set it as made for kids, for obvious reasons. People don't want their kids watching content that could be harmful, or, you know, has cuss words in it, or has bad advice, et cetera, et cetera. People are very careful about what they want their kids to watch. So you're limiting your audience to kids only, and unless you want to make alphabet songs like Blippi, then kids probably aren't gonna watch your content, and nobody else is gonna wanna watch your content either.
Quick break, this video is sponsored by me. Most of you don't know that I actually have my own coaching program on personal branding and then growing and making money on YouTube. And this is good for complete beginners, maybe even people who just want to get a job by growing their personal brand, all the way up to people who are very advanced on YouTube, and they get to work directly with myself and my team to help them reach their goals. Now, we are opening up 3 to 5 spots, and this is pretty rare. We usually don't have these open. We usually only limit them to select people. But we're opening up 3 to 5 spots, and you can check those out down in the description and the pinned comment below. And in this program, you'll get to work directly with myself and other people who are highly successful on YouTube. Just as an example, Sean was able to go all the way from being stuck, not making very much money on his channel, to making over $500,000 a month. Now, that's an example of one of my more advanced students, but there's lots of examples of people who started off from scratch and they got to 5K a month, 10K a month, etc. So check that out down in the description and the pinned comment below.
So if you make kids content, set this to yes, right? Specifically made for kids like Blippi. If not, don't. Then with channel insight sharing, I turn this off. Guess it doesn't really matter that much. Google accounts linking, this is for monetized channels. Automatic captions, I don't check this. Advertisement, I uncheck, disable interest-based ads. And then clips, let viewers clip my content. I check this, it's really not that important. And then third-party training, I don't check this. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. And then you can see standard features here. If you're a good creator on YouTube following community guidelines, you get to add playlists, create playlists, and upload videos. And then when it comes to upload default, so every time you upload a video, these settings apply, and we don't put a title here because each video title is unique, of course. And for the description, we always have the content growth engine link and YouTube masterclass link. And then visibility is set to unlisted by default. And let me explain visibility statuses. So unlisted means the video is available to the public, but only if they have the link. So only available to people that you actually send the video link to. It will not appear on YouTube's public pages. Private means that people can't access the video unless you give them permission. And you can only give specific people access that have like access to your account, right? So they have to actually have access to your account for them to be able to see the video. So video editors or uploaders or channel managers, etc. And then public is searchable, viewable by everyone. It appears on the home page, and this is usually our default setting, but we like to schedule videos first. So we like to put them on either private or unlisted first. We usually just do unlisted by default. And we turn on automatic chapters and we uncheck automatic places. And we always monetize each video. We show mid-roll ads. And I know YouTube is constantly changing this, but we basically monetize it to the fullest extent that it lets us. So if it asks, should you show mid-roll ads? We put yes. If it asks, do you want to put ads in the middle or in between videos? We put yes. And for ad categories, I block certain categories by default. And I think they block by default as well. Like alcohol, for instance. Then for permissions, this shows who has access to your channel. I'm the owner and my team or everyone who interacts with my team is listed below. And for community, I turn comments on for engagement engagement, and for moderation. Basic holds potentially inappropriate comments. Strict holds broader range of potentially appropriate comments. Then hold all comments, disable all comments, right? And I use basic moderation. So this is like if somebody like cusses at you and says like you're, something like that, it'll just automatically moderate that comment. But if they want to have like a reasonable discussion with you, they disagree with what you say, but they're being reasonable, they're not cussing or any crazy stuff like that, then it'll let those comments through. Now it also moderates, or at least it tries to moderate, trolls, scammers, people who make the fake messages talking about how they have some genius investor and then they put their WhatsApp number, which I'm sure you've probably seen many, many times on YouTube. It tries to moderate those, but honestly, YouTube still doesn't do the best job with that. But yeah, it tries to make their experiences safe as possible. Then we got user management, and you can have hidden users here, and these people won't show up on your YouTube channel. So basically people who are trying to scam or people who are trolls, you can just hide them automatically and their comments will not show up on your YouTube channel, but they can comment and they think that the comment's showing up, but in reality it's not. Then you got channel guidelines. You can create your own, but I don't have anything here. And then creator demographics, not very useful at the moment. Promotions, this is Google Ads thing again. Agreements, just service terms and stuff. And that's the settings overview, right? So let's go through how to upload a YouTube video. So let's say I want to upload a video. I would go to the dashboard in YouTube Studio or even on regular YouTube and then just press create and then upload video. Then I'd click select files. I'll go to my desktop where I have a video ready. And if you have your own video, make sure to double check your title because sometimes YouTube removes parentheses from the file name. Just as an example, so if you want to have parentheses in your title, you will have to double check that title and add that manually. And generally speaking, the file name is the same as the title. We've found that that's really useful for SEO purposes. It'll get you more views and it'll make it easier for you to rank for certain keywords. And you can see there was no title here, it was empty, but in the description, there are these links because I set that up in the settings earlier, right? So that's automatic settings. It's just gonna automatically do, so you don't have to do it manually, which is nice. Now, if you want custom descriptions for every video, you don't have to do this, but if you have the same description for almost every video, you'll wanna set that up. Now, scroll down to upload a thumbnail, press upload file, and find the thumbnail that you want. And make sure it's 16:9 resolution. And you can see the dimensions for this one are 1280 by 720. And we almost always put a custom thumbnail. You could get away without one, but we almost always use custom thumbnails. There are a lot of people who make very raw, authentic content where there's actually no edits, where they can actually just get away with picking a still shot in the video. But for most people, they are going to want to use a custom thumbnail. For playlists, make sure you put your video in one of these. And if you want people to binge watch, put it in a relevant playlist. And when you have a playlist, you can actually redirect to it on your end screen. You can redirect to a specific video inside of an already existing playlist on your end screen, which is kind of a pro tip. Highly recommend doing that. And then of course we put not made for kids. And for altered content, if your video has AI clones, AI generated content, AI B-roll, AI pictures, or AI videos, you must put yes, right? Basically, if you used AI to like help you write the script, or you used AI a tiny little bit in the video, to come up with B-roll or something like that, you're totally fine. But if the video is primarily created with AI, you're gonna wanna mark that it is altered content, okay? Very important that you actually do that because there are a lot of channels that didn't mark that and they do use AI and they actually got deleted. So you don't want that to happen. And think about this from YouTube's perspective, right? They do not want a bunch of AI slop channels uploading content to YouTube that's poor quality, and people might be tricked to click on it initially, but then they don't have a good long-term user experience because it's fake, right? It's not real, it's AI slop. And eventually they'll probably find out that it is AI slop content. It might take them a while, but at that point they have a really bad user experience. And so they're less likely to come back to YouTube in the future. YouTube does not want that. So if you are going to use AI content, first of all, make sure it's really good. And second of all, be honest that it is actually AI content so that YouTube can categorize it effectively. Now for me, I usually turn off automatic chapters, automatic places, automatic concepts. And for tags, vidIQ generates tags for us automatically. Not that important, but make sure to do it because it could be important in the future. Hit next to go to monetization. We turn that on, of course. Hit next again. For ad suitability, always submit for rating. Hit next for video elements. We don't put anything there. It'll check for copyright. And then for visibility, this goes back to what I explained earlier. So unlisted is good for us. You can also schedule the content if you think it's ready to go. We typically put it unlisted first. Then we have somebody do a quality control check. And then at that point, we actually have them schedule it. And this is how you upload a video, right? That was all the settings and the overview of the entire process. Now, this was more of a tutorial type video. It's not the typical video that I do on this channel. We'll see how it performs. If you like the video, make sure to give it a like, make sure to comment, and then I'll be more likely to make these types of videos in the future. And also keep in mind that if you're watching this 2 years in the future, some of these things are probably going to be different. But generally speaking, the common sense stuff that I talk about doing in this video is going to apply for everyone. For instance, if there's some kind of new thing that pops up where they ask you if you want to do like player for education, that's a new thing that pops up. Just don't do those things unless you absolutely 100% know that it's going to help, right? Now, if you're someone struggling to get started with YouTube, you're struggling to get views or subscribers, or you're someone who is struggling to make money with YouTube, or if you're just struggling with your niche or video ideas, anything like that, make sure to attend the live training Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to skip the line, if you really want to work directly with a coach, with a team of experts who has helped a ton of people get to 6, 7, even 8 figures on YouTube, then go ahead and book a call down in the description and the pinned comment below. You can apply to work with us. We're very picky about who we work with. Probably only 1% of people watching this video are a good fit to work directly with us. For all the other people, just enjoy our free content, enjoy our live trainings. It'll be great for you, right? But for the 1% of people out there that are like busy business owners or busy professionals, that kind of thing, and you really want to trade money for time and get results faster and work directly with a team that can help you do a lot of it faster, then go ahead, book a call down in the description in the pinned comment below to apply to work with us. And on this call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to be. We'll make a plan to get there and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together or not. Additionally, check out this video on how normal people are exploding on YouTube in 2025 by clicking right here.